KP classes dedicated to excellence.
Welcome to KP Classes Previous Year Question Solution Series. We know within a few months NET CSIR examination will be conducting, and before that for the NET CSIR Earth Science, Atmospheric Science, Ocean Science and Planetary Science paper we'll be conducting a crash course, and along with that there will be a few previous year question solution videos will also be uploaded as a series. So we know that at CSIR at Science CSIR paper is composed of different subjects: geology, geophysics, oceanography, atmospheric science or climatology part plus planetary science. So for a geology background student, you will be thorough with geology and geophysics, maybe if you part of planetary science, but oceanography and climatology is an entirely different section. So how can you ace in oceanography and climatology, or how much do you need to learn from these subjects to score a better mark or to qualify to qualify NET CSIR examination? We know almost 58% is the, or an average 55 to 58% is the cutoff percentage or cutoff mark for NET CSIR examination for Earth Science candidates. And out of this 200, to score 58% of mark is we have to be very selective about the questions they provide, then only we will be able to score this 58%. So there is geology, geophysics, oceanography, planetary science, climatology questions will be there, and it's not possible for us geology background students to completely ace in the completely follow the oceanography and climatology syllabus, because it's a very vast topic. So what can we do is go through the previous year questions and understand the important topics, understand the important subjects or chapters that you have to revise, so you have to study properly, and those repeated sections which are important from oceanography from the syllabus of NET CSIR, you can study properly to get into this 58% eligibility mark of NET CSIR examination. So for making it easier, we have come up with our textbook over here. So this is our oceanography and climatology textbook, in which the huge syllabus of oceanography and climatology has been divided into total 20 chapters, 10 almost 9-10 chapters in oceanography and 10 to 11 chapters in climatology. So whatever is important, repeatedly asked, has been covered over here, along with the previous year questions are also mentioned. Anyway, in our video series, we'll be discussing about the previous year questions of important subjects. So we'll be beginning with the oceanography. Let's see yearly wise what are the questions they have asked. I'll be following the chapters from our textbook itself, which will be easier for you to understand the weightage of that particular portion, whether it is important to go through them, or how important is this particular section. For example, chemistry of seawater, how important is that chapter, or about the circulation, global circulation, how important is that chapter, we will understand by going through the previous year questions. So let's begin solving the previous year questions over here. When it comes to oceanography, the most important thing is to understand the geography, or understand the world ocean system. What are the different ocean bodies and what are the associated continents, whether the particular ocean body have a passive margin or it has an active margin, whether the ocean floor is an active ocean floor or a passive ocean floor. These terms should be understood, and this entire geography part along with the plate tectonics section, like whether do we have a subducting margin, whether are the transform fault found, where is the mid-oceanic ridges found, etc., is very important. So before beginning the oceanography section, you have to go through this portion. The basic geotectonics, plate margins, the major trenches, major mid-oceanic ridges, the countries through which these mid-oceanic ridges pass through, for example, Iceland, right? So these terms, where do we get the modern day valley rift, the continental rifting, where do we find that? So all these terms are very important. So understand those sections over here as an introduction to oceanography, and then you start solving previous year questions or start preparing for the oceanography and net examination syllabus, follow the net examination syllabus. So let's begin with the questions over here. So the first question is from the chapter of water and seawater chemistry. So this is actually for the basic section where we'll be discussing about the entire chemistry part. So this chapter is mainly to by heart the terminologies, the composition of seawater, the residence time of elements in them, what are the major elements present in the seawater, or also about the different water bodies. So not only about seawater, you have to learn about rainwater or the terrestrial water bodies, if it is a lake or a pond, what will be the composition of them, what are the major ions present in them. Anyway, let's start. Which form of the energy molecule is reduced? Which form of energy molecule is reduced during formation of seawater? So this during ice formation of seawater. So this is a 2019 June question paper, which the answer will be kinetic energy. Simple. When the seawater ice formation of seawater happen, the energy that has been reduced obviously will be kinetic energy. There is no requirement of movement, right? Now, select the following elements in the order from higher to lower residence time in the seawater. Answer will be this one. Okay, this residence time is a very important term. Residence time of different element in atmosphere, residence time of different element in sea, water, these terms are very important. So to understand by heart the residence time. Okay, so the answer over here will be this magnesium, barium, helium, aluminium. This will be the option, so you can write it down, which will not be uh, an issue, like you have to memorize this residence time actually. Now moving on to the next one, that is the concentration of metal ions in seawater is mainly regulated by remineralization, biological uptake, desorption and absorption and scavenging. So answer to this question is actually the option number D, absorption and scavenging. Okay, so this will be discussed in our classes over here, and the explanations will be provided to you. We'll be having this crash course. We'll start the crash course from coming Monday, like today, from 15th of April. Most probably we'll be starting our crash course, which you can join, where we'll be explaining the entire questions, because it's not possible for me to explain the entire questions over here. There's a huge set of previous year questions to solve. So I'll be giving you the answers and a basic, which one is important, which one is more repeatedly asked, which one you have to write it down. All those informations will be provided over here. If you want to learn more, you can join our crash course section. Anyway, under anoxic conditions, the manganese is expected in water in the form of Mn2 plus, Mn3 plus, Mn4 plus and Mn6 plus. The answer will be Mn2 plus. Okay, so anoxic condition. So for basic major ions, so for manganese, for calcium, sodium, silica, we have to aluminium, we have to understand the anoxic and reduction and oxidizing conditions and the different ions that are possibly present in the seawater during the reduction condition or during the oxidation condition, which will also help in understanding. For example, precipitation of certain minerals, certain ions or certain elements will take place when they are in their oxidizing state or they are in the reduction state, because maybe the oxidizing state is not soluble in water. So the moment oxidation happens, the ions will precipitate out of the seawater. So this is very important actually. So remember, for every mineral you have to understand the what will be the ionic anoxic condition, ion form, like what will be the valency. Okay. Next one, the enrichment of dissolved substances in sea surface microlayer is primarily caused by aerosol deposition, biological productivity, bubble transport and bursting, evaporation. I guess the answer will be C, bubble transportation and bursting. Now, which of the following is a semi-conservative element in seawater? So, this is also important. Which are the conservative element? Which are the semi-conservative element? So, here a semi-conservative element is calcium. Okay, calcium is a semi-conservative element. Now, which of the following is not a major ingredient of photochemical smoke? So, this is actually not completely a chemistry of seawater tar. This is actually somewhere related to atmospheric characteristics. Anyway, when it comes to the photochemical smoke, which is not a major ingredient is sulfur oxides, whereas nitric oxide, hydrocarbon, carbon monoxides are very important ingredients of photochemical smoke. Which ions are the most abundant in, okay, again another important terminology, the arranging, made the composition of rainwater, river water and sea water. It's very commonly asked question. So over here the answer will be B. This will be the most abundant ions in rainwater, river water and seawater respectively. Now, the rise in atmospheric carbon dioxide will not lead to ocean acidification, ocean warming, decrease in bicarbonate in ocean, decrease in efficiency of biological pump. So, when this carbon dioxide in the atmospheric level is what causes formation of more addition of carbon dioxide into the water will cause carbonic acid formation, thereby precipitation of calcium carbonate. So, this carbon dioxide content in the atmosphere has a very important role actually in different aspects. So, this section of first chapter is one of the most important part for NET examination. So, the answer for this one will be decrease in the efficiency of biological pump. Questions related to biological pump are also very common for NET examination. Okay. The total amount of element dissolved in ocean is 10 raised to 7 kilogram and its removal rate from seawater is 10 raised to 5 gram per year under the steady state condition residence time. Again another question from residence time. So here we need to calculate, right? We need to calculate about the residence time terminology. So let's see how to solve them out. What is the equation to calculate residence time? Let's check it out. So when it comes to the residence time is equal to, that is the total amount of elements dissolved in the total amount of elements dissolved in the ocean divided by the the rate at which the removal of element happen, rate of removal. Okay, so here they have provided that the total amount of element dissolved in ocean is 10 raised to 7 kilogram divided by the rate of removal is 10 raised to 5 gram per year. So this is important. You have to look at the units over here. One is in terms of kilogram, the other one is in terms of gram. So okay, so over here it's simple. 10 raised to 7 kilogram by 10 raised to 5 gram per year. So when you convert this thing into kilogram, we know this will be 10 raised to 10 gram into 10 raised to minus 5 gram per year. So this thing will be equal to 10 raised to 2 gram per, 10 raised to 2 years. Answer will be 10 raised to 5 years. So 10 raised to 10 into 10 raised to minus 5 will be equal to 10 raised to 5 years. This will be the answer. So the option will be option B will be the answer. Okay, option B will be the answer. So remember the equation for calculating the residence time. Total amount of element dissolved in the, if it is both residence time, you can calculate for anything, for river water, for lake, for atmospheres, just to understand. For any mineral, the total amount of that mineral dissolved in that particular object, a source, divided by the rate of removal, a rate of dissolution, addition. Okay. Next one, which one of the following gas has the highest solubility in water? There are more options over here. Nitrous oxide, oxygen, option C, nitrogen, option D is carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide. So when it comes, which one of the following gas has the highest solubility in water? Nitrous oxide, oxygen, nitrogen and carbon dioxide. Obviously the answer is carbon dioxide. It has the highest solubility in water. Okay, it has the highest solubility in water. Now next one, name the pair of master variables in natural water: oxygen and redox potential, pH and redox potential, oxygen and temperature, temperature and salinity. The answer would be pH and redox potential. Okay. Match the column 1 with column 2. So here this will be A, B, C, D, E, F, G and H. Okay, so this match the following section. Answer will be oxygen isotope. Different elements or isotopes are provided, and then application is what we need to calculate. And oxygen isotope is for paleo temperature analysis in ocean to define whether it is glaciation, deglaciation, the climatic conditions, etc. So paleo temperature in ocean can be defined by oxygen isotope. Phosphorus fraction is defined for paleo productivity in oligotrophic condition. Carbon isotope is for dietary information. Chemical index of alteration is for chemical conditions in the river. So answer will be C. Actually, this chemical index of alteration, CIA, is a term coming under geomorphology. Okay, so there geomorphology related questions do come for calculating chemical alteration index. So there is an equation for that. We'll discuss that in geomorphology classes. Next, seawater having a salinity of 35 PSU was subjected to icing in steps as shown below. First, seawater of 1 liter, 900 ml, 750 ml. Which is the correct sequence of salinity of A, B and C? This is a very interesting and easy question over here. Obviously, if this is a 1 liter of water, liquid 900 and 750 ml, so the salinity will be increasing towards this side. So the answer will be B. A will be least saline, then comes B, then comes the C term. Okay. Which of the statement is incorrect? So there are 4 statements provided, and we need to find out which one is incorrect over here. Water vapor has more global warming potential than carbon dioxide, which is true. But why it is not affecting us? Because its residence time is way lesser. Okay, that's why even though water vapor is more global warming potential than carbon dioxide, its residence time is way lower. So hence we don't need to take tension about that. That's why we are not crying about how much amount of water vapor is there in the atmosphere. We require that much amount of atmospheric water vapor, and it will rain pour down during the raining situation. Whereas carbon dioxide residence time is much longer. Now, volatile organic compounds are not responsible for ozone production troposphere. No, it is responsible for ozone production in troposphere. So that should be the wrong statement. Yes, B should be the wrong statement. This is the answer. N2O has more global warming potential than carbon dioxide. That's true. Nitric oxide, N2O are potential source of nitrogenous species in troposphere, stratosphere, respectively. True. So all these terms are correct. Moving on to the next one. Pick out the wrong statement in the ocean. The major elements are conservative. Yes, that is true. We need to calculate the wrong statement. A new few minor elements are non-conservative. True. Non-conservative elements have short residence time. Yes. All non-conservative, no. Not all conservative elements are bioactive. So the right answer will be this option D will be the correct answer. Not all non-conservative elements are bioactive. Anyway, next one. For water mass identification, which of the following parameters are essential? In situ temperature, in situ salinity, potential temperature, potential density. Answer will be in situ salinity and potential temperature. So this will be option number C. B and C are the correct. Maximum amount of latent heat is okay. This is actually not related to oceanography. This is entirely related to cloud formation and atmospheric science portion. By mistake, it might have come over here. Anyway, I'll just give you the answer. Maximum amount of latent heat is released in rising saturated parcel of air when it is warm and at low altitude. So answer will be D. Anyway, which of the following has the least residence time in seawater? Uranium, molybdenum. Again, look at another question about residence time. So, this is why I am mentioning this is a very important section. So, which of the following has the least residence time? Answer uranium, molybdenum, rhenium. Answer will be thorium. Thorium has the least residence time. Okay. The conductivities of porous sandstone saturated with rainwater, brackish water, seawater, brine are mentioned with these terms. So we need to find out the conductivity terminology over here. So we know that conductivity of rainwater is much higher than that of brackish water, which is higher than seawater, and then comes the brine. So option A will be the correct. Option A will be correct over here. Which one of the following represent correct ascending order of residence times of elements in the ocean? Again, another question from residence time. See, I was telling you this is very important section. So answer over here will be this will be the ascending order of residence time of elements: sodium, then chlorine, iron, and magnesium. Which is the most abundant anion in rainwater? Sulfur, SO4 2 minus, Cl minus, HCO3 minus, CO2, CO3 2 minus. Okay, so here the answer will be B. This is the most abundant anion in the rainwater. So this is about the questions related to the chapter 1. So we'll be coming up with another video for the previous year question solution and discussion regarding the next chapter, where we'll be discussing about the ocean water circulation, like or plus air-sea interaction. How air-sea interaction causes the current formation or circulations, etc. That's the second chapter, from which the previous year questions will be discussed in the next video. So if you want to join our classes of KP Gate classes, our crash course, you can use the description box. The details all are provided over here. If you don't want to attend the crash course live via recorded version, you can avail the study material, which will be very useful for the NET examination, because the syllabus is very vast. So it is easier to go through this study material than going through the the entire reference textbooks. Okay, so if you have any doubts regarding the courses, the course fee related issues, you can comment down, or you can call us in the number given below also. So thank you so much. We'll meet soon with another video. Thank you.